Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Delta Dental Stadium, the home of the New Hampshire Fisher Cats, where your Reading Fightin Phils are here for game number 5 of the 6-game set. Solid crowd here at the ballpark in Manchester, New Hampshire. The series tied at 2 apiece after Reading fell last night in a pitcher's duel 2-1 to the Fisher Cats. So looking for at least a series split with a victory tonight, if not perhaps taking their first series of the season. It will be Eric Miller on the mound for the Fightin Phils, and he will face Hayden Yinger, a top prospect in the organization of the Toronto Blue Jays. Hayden Yinger, prospect number 26, but Eric Miller, prospect number 11 for the Fightin Phils. So sure to be a great game today. Yinger warming up on the mound. The righty throwing down to Chris Beck, back behind the plate. The first time that we see Beck in the catching position this series. Out in left field, Will Robertson. In center, Baroa, and in right, Cook. Morris and De Los Santos remain on the left side of the infield. Rafael Lantigua and Spencer Horwitz over at first. Reading will start off with Vito Freesia once again. Josh Akami back in the lineup after getting a day off yesterday. Jalen Ortiz and then Logan Ohapi rounding out the number 4 spot. Wendell Rijo in 5, Ali Castillo in 6, Aldrim Corridor in 7, followed by Jack Conley and Jonathan Guzman. 58 degrees here, sunny, couple clouds in the skies, wind blowing 10 miles an hour in from center field. Certainly a much nicer day than we've seen the past week. Not ideal for summertime, but better. And I know the guys are feeling a little bit better about the weather today. So Vito Freesia will tap his bat in the dirt as he steps into the righty batter's box, ready to get underway here in Manchester, New Hampshire. Excited for today's game. Yinger takes a deep breath on the mound, the righty on the first base side of the rubber. Steps back, kicks and fires home. A big swing and a miss for Freesia. The first pitch coming in at 6:36 for game number 19 of 138 this season. Yinger comes inside and misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. The shade from the roof of this ballpark covering the infield, the outfield still very much in the sun, as Freesia takes strike 2 on an off-speed pitch. He calls time and steps out. Lights not yet on at the ballpark. They don't need to be. Ground ball left side. Coming in, De Los Santos onto first. And there is out number 1. Freesia, another multi-hit game yesterday. Got on base 3 times with a walk. We'll see Josh Akami here, the first lefty batter for the Fightins. Reading in their road grays. They'll wear their alternate road cap, navy and red with the white cursive R on the front. Yinger deals outside corner, but it's below the knees for a ball. The Fisher Cats in their home white. They'll stick with the navy caps and the Fisher Cat logo on the front. 1-0 becomes the 2-0 here. Yinger steps back, kicks and fires. Akami fouls this one back into the New Hampshire dugout for strike number 1. Yinger 2.45 ERA in 4 games. He started 3 of them. Just 11 innings of work here. 5 hits, 3 earned runs. But what's really impressive, 1 walk to 17 strikeouts. So has been pretty dominant as he sends the 3-1 upstairs to Josh Akami. And he'll jog down to first and restart his on-base streak, which was snapped the other day, Thursday night, when he wasn't able to get on base, up to 12. So he'll start over today, game number 1, and we'll see if we can get back to there. I have all the confidence in the world in Akami as the righty Jalen Ortiz steps in. Ortiz takes the first pitch above the letters. That's Tanner Moore calling the balls and strikes back behind the plate. Louis Krupa, the crew chief, over at third. And Taylor Witt manning the first base territory. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss by Ortiz. No radar gun up there today. And I'm not even sure if anybody's running the balls and strikes on the scoreboard. It has ninth inning information from last night as Ortiz takes a called strike on the outside corner. Akami shuffles off first. He does have one stolen base this season. Looking to take advantage of the pitch clock if he can. Ortiz fouls this one on the roof. And we'll go again. Yinger drafted in the 6th round in 2021, so just his second professional season of work underway. Last year, spent the summer in high A as Ortiz goes down swinging. That's out number two here in the second, strikeout number 1 for Yinger. And here is Logan O'Hoppe with a runner on first. And 2 outs, looking to see if Reading can get on the board first here, give Eric Miller some wiggle room, if they possibly can. Line drive out to left, going back, Robertson at the warning track. Logan O'Hoppe, a 2-run home run, and Reading will start this game off in the lead. O'Hoppe's second home run of the season. And man, did he crush that ball out to left. That's why he's sitting there in the cleanup spot this season. So Reading's on the board here 2-0 as Wendell Rijo steps into the batter's box with 2 outs on the board. Rijo takes a little chin music up and in for ball number 1. Yinger's allowed 2 home runs this season back in their series against Altoona. Well, you can make it 3 now with the 1-2 O'Hoppe. Reading's 13th homer of the season. Rijo takes another ball upstairs. I'm going to try my best to live tweet this game, so I got to remember to do that. We'll see if I can remember. Rijo dropped third strike on a wild pitch, and he's able to get to first safely. That is some heads-up base running there by Wendell Rijo. And that'll put a runner on with 2 outs here. Reading is rallying. Up the middle goes Ali Castillo, and the line keeps moving for Reading as Rijo shifts to second. And he's pretty speedy over there, obviously with 2 outs. Don't want to risk anything but going, no matter what here on contact. Now Rijo gets himself into scoring position here for the lefty Aldrum corridor. Yinger struggling to get out of the first inning here, as Corridor takes a strike at the knees. Reading up 2-0 here. If you're just joining us in the top of the first inning, Logan O'Hoppe with a home run out to left, scoring Josh Akami. Corridor takes one down in the dirt. Pitch number 23 from Yinger. Two on, 2 out. A little bit of shift going on by the Fisher Cats defense. Corridor checks his swing, but he doesn't go around upstairs. Looking back at second is Yinger. Riho, a little twitchy back there. Corridor, 3 balls and 1 strike. That's Riho on second. Castillo won first. Ground ball, right side, foul. And Corridor's count is full here. Lights have come on here at Delta Dental Stadium. Little awkward shadowing across the field. .96 fastball from Yinger. The payoff pitch, ball 4. And Redding has the bases loaded. Corridor jogs down to first, Castillo to second, and Riho to third. And now Jack Conley will come up with everybody on and 2 outs here. The catcher, Chris Beck, going to go have a talk with Yinger here. Gotten himself a jam in the first. And Riho, a good runner, should anything go by the catcher Beck, he'll certainly be coming home. Beck, 26 years old, drafted in the 5th round back in 2018. Here's Jack Conley with the bases loaded. Redding already up 2-0 if you're just joining us here in the top of the first. Logan O'Hoppe, a home run out to left. Jack Conley sends this into an awkward spot at second base, but there to make the catch is Lantigua, and that will do it. Redding leaves the bases loaded, but not before they play 2 runs on the board, so they give Eric Miller a little wiggle room as we head into the bottom of the first in just a second.
The Seidel Auto Group Deck Picnic appeals to both die-hard and casual fans with its summer picnic-like and fun tailgate atmosphere. During your picnic, you may even catch a souvenir, as the area is situated directly in prime home run territory behind the left field wall. Regular season tickets are $30 per person for groups of 20 or more, and children 4 and under are free. Visit Fightins.com/groups or call 610-370-BALL to reserve your group outing today.
Golden Oaks is an award-winning high-end golf club that offers golfers a country club experience without country club prices. With 5 sets of tees, golfers of every skill level will enjoy their game. Golden Oaks has Bogey's Pub, a beautiful pro shop, driving range, and learning center that will make any visit complete. Golden Oaks Golf Club is the perfect venue for private events and golf outings. Visit us for our newly opened golf simulators, complete with its own bar area and Bogey's Pub menu items available. You can stay in our beautifully restored 1850s farmhouse and then play our award-winning championship golf course. Each room includes full amenities, cable television, and quaint rustic decor. While on the premises, visit Bogey's Pub for lunch, dinner, or a relaxing beverage. We're ready to serve you here at Golden Oaks and look forward to the 2022 season.
So Eric Miller comes out with some run support here for the bottom of the first. Redding leads New Hampshire 2-0 thanks to Logan O'Hoppe's 2-run home run. Tanner Morris, who's been leading it off all series for the Fisher Cats, steps in the lefty batter's box and takes the first pitch ball out of Eric Miller. Now, this is Miller's just second start as he gets a 96-mile-an-hour fastball in for a strike. He's also had 2 relief outings this season, trying to get him back into the starter role after spending most of 2021 injured. Miller gets a foul ball off the bat of Morris and gets him down to 2 strikes here. He's been pretty dominant, though, so far. Has allowed just 1 earned run and a total of 4 hits. as he gets a foul tip off of Morris. Logan O'Hoppe back behind the plate in today's contest. Jack Conley sticking it out over at left. Jalen Ortiz moving to center as Madison Stokes gets the day off, and Aldrim Corridor over at right. Rijo and Guzman remain on the left side of the infield. There's Castillo at second and Akami at first. 97 out of Eric Miller, but he misses down and away. And the count now even. Just 8 innings of work here for Miller. Fly ball out to left. Coming over Conley and Rijo, but it ends up in the first row seats, and a great catch by a fan as he gets a high five from Rijo. Little kid stuck his glove up and back. I think Rijo honestly wanted that one, but nothing you can do when it's unreachable. And so Miller's going to have to stay locked in here. Lefty, another 2-2 count. Shadows still just taking over the infield. The outfield is in the sun. A couple guys with sunglasses out there as the sun begins to set back behind home plate in another 20 or 30 minutes or so. We should be locked in. And now Miller misses outside. Still 97. Pretty high velocity here, and the count is full. Miller just 12 and a half innings of work, 12 and 2/3 innings of work last season. And there is ball 4 outside. So the Fisher Cats will start with a runner on and nobody out here as Rafael Antigua gets the bat. Recovering from a left shoulder strain through most of last season, did get a couple of extra innings in the Arizona Fall League, posting a 1.8 ERA. Pop up in foul territory. Logan O'Hoppe coming back in the dirt, but it comes on the other side of the net. And nothing the catcher could do about that, so it'll just go in as strike number 1. So the righty Lantigua back in the box, takes a pitch above the letters. 1 ball, 1 strike. Tanner Morris out on first. Reading leads 2-0 here, bottom of the first inning. Not often this season that Reading has led early on. This is a high pop-up. Shouldn't be out of the infield as Guzman is tracking it by shortstop. He'll make the play. And a good pop-up out for Eric Miller here to start things off. Miller, even in relief appearances, usually gets a high number of strikeouts. This season, his highest count was 5. He did that back on opening night against Somerset. His career high is 7 strikeouts. Did that back in 2019. Runner going. Here's the pitch. O'Hoppe from the knees. What a throw to Guzman, and he's out. And that erases the runners on the base paths. If you're keeping track with me, put that as 2-6, caught stealing in your scorebook. And suddenly there's 2 outs on the board here for Spencer Horwitz. Pitch came in, a ball, by the way, the second one outside as well. Now, I was able to talk a little bit to some of the analytics people, and they told me about how Logan O'Hoppe is so much better from the knees, actually, than when he pops up throwing down to second, and that's something they've been working on with O'Hoppe. And since he's made that change, he's caught 4 runners stealing. And it's all about that, second half a second as this is fouled back into the net behind home plate. For strike number 2, the count evens. And that second that he's saving, even if it's a half a second, a millisecond, is making all the difference because he's very on target. He's always throwing to the right of second, usually down a little bit, right where the slide is coming in as Miller deals. This is sent high in the sky. Second base, Castillo steps back on the outfield grass. He makes the catch, and that will end the inning. So Miller ends up facing the minimum here in the bottom of the first. Reading will keep their 2-0 lead, but they'll be right back up to bat in just a minute.
The Reading Fightin Phils are pleased to present you with their classic game program, all electronically. This program has information on the coaching staff, player roster, and front office staff. It also includes feature stories and alumni reports on all of your favorite guys who spent time in baseball town. Visit ourphils.com/programs to check it out.
Our Phils fans can continue to expect great performances all season long on the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage. It's the home of great local talent, including the Our Phils mascot band. Burke's Commercial Roofing prides itself on being a locally owned and operated company that puts an emphasis on customer service. They provide free on-site estimates and can handle any size repair, restoration, or replacement. Visit burkscommercialroofing.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information. And don't forget to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show at the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage at America's Classic Ballpark.
At Savage 61, our goal is to assist you in making a confident decision. Our friendly professional staff members are available to answer your questions and listen to your needs. Whether you're shopping for a new or pre-owned vehicle, we're ready to help you with your search. Visit our dealership on Pottsville Pike.
Into the top of the second we go. Reading leads 2-0 thanks to Logan Otapi's bomb out to left. Scoring Josh Akami also had a very impressive caught stealing in the bottom of the first. So Reading will have another opportunity to put more runs on the board here as Jonathan Guzman takes a first pitch strike to Yinger. Guzman in the righty batter's box. Reading's number 9 hitter today takes strike number 2. Pops one foul to stay alive, and we'll go again. It's not often that Reading scores first. Just 5 times this season have they been the first to score in a contest, and only 2 of those 5 times have they gone on to win the game. But only 3 of 13 times have they gone on when opponents score first. Guzman takes back-to-back balls, so the count evens 2 apiece. Yinger already at pitch number 34. In his at-bat. And he pops another one foul. Here's the pitch in the dirt. And suddenly this count moves from in favor of Yinger now to a full count. Here's the payoff pitch. Ground ball left side. It's foul. We'll go again. That was pitch number 9 here to Jonathan Guzman, who is really digging into the starter, Yinger. And the Fisher Cats plan to throw a bullpen game tomorrow, so it would be such a shame if they had to dig deep into the bullpen today, as Guzman fouls another one back. Pitch number 10. Reading plans to throw starter Jack Perkins in the Sunday matinee contest. The payoff pitch once more. Ground ball, De Los Santos over to first. And finally, Yinger wins the long battle against Guzman. Back to the top of the order we go with Vito Fresia. who grounded out his first time up. Out to center field goes Freesia. Baroa on the run. Bounces off the wall, and they're signaling a home run. Freesia to the deepest part of the ballpark. A solo shot, and Reading leads 3-0. This is his third homer of the series. As he touches the plate and jogs back to the dugout, lots of cheers from his teammates. And Reading taking a solid lead early on here with Josh Akami up and only one out on the board. Yinger takes a big step, kicks and fires. Akami fouls this one back. Over the head of Akami, and the count moves to 1-2 after a called strike. Yinger moving quickly here. He gets Ak to chase at a breaking ball that pushes outside, and there's out number 2. Here's Jalen Ortiz now, certainly a man who can hit the ball out of the park. An open stance as he takes a step. He puts his feet shoulder width apart and takes a called strike. Ortiz chases a slider down and away. This one, sky high, will stay in the infield. Just who's going to make the play. Oddly, the pitcher. So Yinger will get out number 3, but not before Vito Freesia shoots one out of the park. The Fightin' Phils up 3-0. On to the bottom half we go. Eric Miller in just a moment.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, are you okay? The hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
Berks Immunization Coalition works to provide leadership and education in promoting age-appropriate immunization across the lifespan for all residents of Berks County. This is a coalition comprised of local physicians, nurse practitioners, school nurses, immunization coordinators, immunization advocates, and pharmaceutical representatives working to encourage continuity of immunization through medical resources. They focus on educating both the community and the providers. For more information, please visit www.immunizeba.org and click Local Coalitions.
Miller back for another inning of work here in the bottom of the second. Reading leads 3 runs on 3 hits. All of those runs being scored on homers, as Logan O'Hoppe had a 2-run shot to score Akami in the first and Vito Freesia a solo shot in the second. So the Fightin' Phils have a 3-0 lead over the Fisher Cats as Miller comes in for another inning of work. Just needed 17 pitches to face the minimum in his first inning. Was helped out by a Logan O'Hoppe caught stealing. And here will be Zach Cook, followed by De Los Santos and Robertson for the bottom of the second here at Delta Dental Stadium. A lefty bat, Rijo playing in at third. This is ripped down the first baseline in foul territory. And that's just a long strike number 1. Miller kicks and fires, this time in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. The lefty sets himself up on the third base side of the rubber. His right foot is pointed towards the Fisher Cats dugout as he kicks and fires home another foul ball to Cook for strike number 2. Glove at the waist, the starter takes a deep breath. Now he comes home just a little bit outside. Wanted to get Cook to chase, but he doesn't, so we'll go again. Miller, a product of Stanford University. Drafted in the 4th round back in 2019. Out of St. Louis, Missouri. 3 balls, 2 strikes here. Nobody out in the bottom of the 2nd. The payoff pitch from Miller right down the middle, a called strike. And Redding will go around the horn with the baseball as out number 1 comes across the board. Miller's first strikeout of the game. If you're listening on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, feel free to comment about anything, ask a question, be able to talk to you in the chat. If you're joining us through our audio-only Stream Guys link, appreciate your viewership. My name's Emily Messina. I'll be on the road all summer long, bringing you the action from everywhere that the Fightin' Phils travel. De Los Santos steps in the box and fouls one back. Takes a big swinging strike from Eric Miller, 96. And he's down 0-2. Redding up 3-0 here, bottom of the 2nd inning. Miller working quickly. This one's at the letters for ball number 1. Solid crowd here at the ballpark. They've been struggling the past couple nights, just honestly because it's been so cold. But today, a much better day. This time, De Los Santos goes after the high fastball as Miller hits 98 miles an hour. And there is out number 2. Back-to-back Ks for the lefty will bring Will Robertson up to bat in just a moment. Miller's last outing, first start of the season, Sean gave him 3 innings of work, allowed just 2 hits and no earned runs. His longest outing pitch count-wise, though, was a relief appearance with 44 pitches. So not sure how long he's going to be in, even depending on how he's doing. Of course, recovering from that left shoulder strain, doesn't have a lot of endurance under his belt in the past couple years. First pitch strike here to Will Robertson from the left side. And there's one above the letters, 1 ball, 1 strike. He's up to 30 pitches here in the bottom of the 2nd, Redding on top 3-0. The 1-1. On the outside corner for a strike, he goes off speed down to 78. I can imagine that's kind of crazy to watch it drop 20 miles per hour. With 2 outs on the board, here's the 1-2, swing and a miss, and Miller strikes out the side. And that'll do it. A quick bottom of the 2nd. Redding will be right back up to bat in just a moment. They are up by 3.
Hey, psst. Yeah, you. You want to buy some low-priced groceries? Just follow me into this well-lit Lidl grocery store. Here at Lidl, we buy in bulk and cut down on costs wherever possible. Then we pass the savings on to you. Trust me, everything's done totally legit and above board. Nothing to be worried about. Yep, Lidl's pretty great. It's just your run-of-the-mill grocery store, except with way lower prices. Lidl. Suspiciously low-priced groceries.
The Redding Fightin' Phils, in conjunction with Savage Auto Group Fiesta Fridays, are proud to partner with eXp Realty Associate Broker Alex Patansis throughout the 2022 season. Visit Alex's convenient website at brgpa.com and search for your perfect home today. His custom search bar makes house hunting online easier than ever, and he's there to answer all your questions. Call Alex today at 610-926-8610. eXp Realty Associate Broker Alex Patansis is a proud partner of the Redding Fightin' Phils and all 11 Savage Auto Group Fiesta Friday games during the 2022 season. eXp Realty Group and Alex Patansis, where every move matters. Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com.
Here's Logan O'Hoppe to start us off in the top of the third inning. Reading leads New Hampshire 3-0 here. Eric Miller struck out the side to get out of the bottom half. So the offense back up here. O'Hoppe, who already had a 2-run homer in today's game, takes a ball. The first pitch here from Hayden Yinger. 47 pitches through 2 innings. And O'Hoppe will chase one down and away 1-1. There is somebody throwing in Reading's bullpen right now. Don't actually know if that means they'll come in or not, or so we'll keep you updated. O'Hoppe takes one above the head. 2-1. Glenn's asking, what is my favorite food at First Energy Stadium? Okay, this not, I guess, specific to First Energy Stadium, but I guess to our region, as O'Hoppe rips one foul over the third baseline. And he'll come back with a 2-ball, 2-strike count. It's the Philly soft pretzels. And they've got to be the Philly soft pretzels one, not the ones that sit and roam around the little hot thing for like a million years. By far my favorite overall ballpark food. And, of course, you can't mess up a flat-topped grilled hot dog as well. So that's got to be the best game day stuff, in my opinion. It never gets old. O'Hoppe calls time. He takes a minute to step back in the righty batter's box, about as close to the plate as he can get. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Yinger. It's in the dirt. So the count is now full. Regarding the 2022 team card set, hopefully we'll get that rolling for you guys in a couple weeks. I won't be in it. I think I'm good behind the mic as O'Hoppe chases a pitch inside and gets caught up and takes strike number 3. So out number 1 here in the top of the third as Wendell Rijo comes up to bat. Rijo reached first on a wild pitch. His first time up, so looking for his first hit of the day. Steps in today. Learned an interesting fact about Wendell Rijo. He does not drink coffee. How do you get caffeinated? How do you wake up in the morning? But he says just doesn't like the way it makes him feel. He just drinks a lot of water, and that helps us get his blood flowing, get him moving, and of course, a little workout in the morning as well. Takes the ball outside. This one in for a called strike. Really impressed by people that don't drink coffee. Not me. Gets a piece of one on the outside part of the plate. And it's 2 balls, 2 strikes here. Shade starting to come across left field. Sun now in the middle of the infield. Rijo lines this one foul. Actually caught by the bullpen guys. And he'll stay alive. Somebody throwing now for the Fisher Cats as Yinger gets almost to 60 pitches. Rijo strains to foul this one off, and he'll keep his at-bat going. Same 2-2 count. Back in the righty batter's box. Here's the pitch by Yinger, and he lifts it into left center. It's going to drop in for a base hit, and Rijo gets himself on with 1 out on the board for Ali Castillo. Castillo had a 2-hit game yesterday, and now we will see a visit from the manager, Cesar Martin. Looks like he will probably take the ball away from the starter, Yinger, as the entire infield comes in. So we're going to take a quick break for this pitching change, and we'll be right back in just a moment. Reading knocked the starter out for the Fisher Cats here in the top of the third. Reading already leads 3-0. They've got Wendell Rijo on first here in the third with just one out on the board. So Hayden Yinger will pass the ball over to Sean Mellon here as Ali Castillo steps into the righty batter's box. Castillo already one hit on the day. Will face the lefty Rijo going. And no throw down by the catcher Beck. So a team high 5 stolen bases and no caught stealing for Wendell Rijo as he gets himself into scoring position. The final line on Hayden Yinger not set yet because he's responsible for Rijo out on second. Mellon added to the roster just 2 days ago as the pitch to Castillo comes in the dirt. 2 balls, no strikes. Mellon added when teammate Hagen Danner, the top prospect, went on the injured list. He started the season, Mellon, with High A Vancouver, pitched 11 innings of work, gave up 7 hits and 2 runs. So got the promotion here to fill in as Castillo takes a pitch on the inside. Rijo takes a lead off of second, and there's a called strike inside. The count moves 3-1. Mellon, originally drafted by the Los Angeles Dodgers in the 14th round back in 2019, was released after last season, and quickly the Blue Jays picked him up. Here's the pitch to Castillo. Diving into third is Wendell Rijo, and he steals back-to-back bags for the Fightin' Phils and gets himself on third. Tough throw for the catcher to make with a righty batter. Obviously, Castillo did not get in the way, or there would have been interference called. But it's a full count now to Ali with a runner on third. Anything he's able to send into the outfield will certainly score Rijo. There's ball 4. The wild pitch gets away from Beck, and Rijo will score easily. And that is how you manufacture a run. Reading leads 4-0 here. Rijo making himself into a regular Roman Quinn out there with his speed on the base pass. And the Fightins take a early lead here in this ball game. Still top of the third, 1 out. As Castillo jogs down to first, here is Aldrum Corridor. Castillo's had 1 stolen base for the Fightins already. Just joining the team to start off this series. Lefty-lefty matchup with Corridor as he takes the ball outside. Sure to be a little bit nervous is Mellon making his first Double-A appearance. This is a line drive into the glove of the shortstop. And that'll be out number 2. As Corridor heads back into the dugout, here is Jack Conley with a runner on first and 2 outs. That run does track back, though, to Hayden Yinger and does not go on Mellon's official stat line. Is responsible for Ali Castillo, though, at first. Infield, outfield backing up. With 2 outs on the board, Jonathan Guzman steps into the righty batter's box. Excuse me, that is Jack Conley. We said that already. Conley fouls one back. Takes strike 1 there. Glove at the waist for the lefty. Mellon has a good eyesight on Ali Castillo, way inside to Jack Conley, and the count 1-1. Wind dying down a little bit outside. Those flags in left center more so hanging at the polls. Much nicer night than we've seen in the past. People still out there in winter coats and blankets as well. Conley sends this one into right field. Cook coming in for it. He'll make the catch. Redding strands a runner on first, but not before Wendell Rijo singles, steals a base, and scores on a wild pitch. Redding up by 4 going into the bottom half. We'll see who comes out in just a moment.
When the Redding Fightin' Phils get hungry, we turn to our team feed partners. Special thanks to Wild Missing Family Restaurant and Bakery, Squawk Cafe, Collegeville Italian Bakery Pizzeria, Jimmy G's Railroad House, Mimo's Italian Restaurant and Pizzeria, Jersey Mike's Subs, Klingers on Cressonia, and Subway for making sure the Fightin' Phils front office is never hungry on game day. Our staff enjoys delicious meals from our team feed partners, but don't take our word for it. Find out for yourself today.
The Redding Fightin' Phils birthday party package is the best way to celebrate a birthday. Whether you are a youngster or an adult, there is no better birthday than a Fightin's birthday. The Fightin's Fan Birthday Package is customizable for fans of any age and starts at just $120. Base packages include 10 general admission tickets to a Fightin's home game, an autographed baseball, and a VIP reserved parking spot. Fans can also add a wide variety of experiences and options to make sure your favorite Fightin's fan's birthday is a grand slam.
To enjoy a perfectly crafted 1893 from the makers of Pepsi Cola, you must first appreciate its carefully selected ingredients. A dash of cola nut extract, a hint of real sugar, a splash of sparkling water, and a generous amount of attractive spokesperson. Trust me, I'm gorgeous. Cheers to 1893 boldly blended colas, a delicious balancing act of premium ingredients from the makers of Pepsi Cola.
Eric Miller will hand the ball over to Tyler Carr. Here for the bottom of the third, the Fightin' Phils up 4-0 over the Fisher Cats. Miller's final line, 2 innings of work, no hits, no runs, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. Did it all on 32 pitches. As Chris Beck takes a first pitch ball from Tyler Carr, the second offering is lined into right. A base hit to start off the inning. The first of the game for the Fisher Cats. Here with John Aiello, the lefty stepping up. We saw Aiello for the first time yesterday. Went 1 for 3. Now he'll step up with nobody out and a runner on, down by 4. Out to left field. Conley on the run. It's going to drop in for a hit. He picked up a lot of ground over there and left, but that was right by the foul line. Couldn't have been more than a foot over. And suddenly the Fisher Cats have something brewing here with 2 on. And nobody out. Number 9 hitter Stuart Baroa, who's had a tough series, will come up in the lefty batter's box to the righty Tyler Carr. Ground ball right side. This could be 2, 3, 6, 3. What a play by Josh Akami at first. That's some defense. And obviously the home crowd not super happy with it. But way to pick up 2 big outs in the field. To the top of the order go the Fisher Cats here with a runner on third. That's Chris Beck over there, and 2 outs on the board. Another lefty, Tanner Morris, steps in. Popped into left over the roof, and the count moves to 1-1 here. Infield, outfield, back deep. Sun pretty much fully set behind the ballpark, just a little bit peeking through over in right field. For the most part, the field in the shade. There's a called strike at the knees for Tyler Carr. Goes off speed 84 miles an hour. That one ripped foul into the stands. Man, it hits like 5 different rows before it finally settles. There's a gaggle of kids going over. Ground ball over to Castillo at second, and that should do it. A good double play gets Reading out of some trouble. And they keep their 4-0 lead going into the top of the 4th inning. We'll be right back in just a moment here at Delta Dental Stadium.
Roof Max of West Reading is a safe, easy, proven, and affordable alternative to a complicated and expensive asphalt roof replacement. Roof Max's revolutionary new technology uses natural, plant-based bio-oil to restore shingles' flexibility and instantly add 5 years of life to a roof. And treatment is around 20% of the cost of a complete roof replacement. From homes to commercial complexes, Roof Max of West Reading can help. Visit GetRoofMax.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin Phil's Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin Phils, 2 great hometown partners.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on the 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available.
Reading back up to bat here, top of the 4th at Delta Dental Stadium. The Fightins lead the Fisher Cats 4-0 as Jonathan Guzman takes a pitch way inside for ball number 1. Reading got out of a traffic jam on the base pass with a big double play back in the 3rd. Tyler Carr stranded a runner on the base pass. Guzman lines this right into the glove of De Los Santos, who's honestly been making all the plays over there at shortstop. And Reading will go back to the top of the order with Vito Freisha and an out on the board. Freisha, of course, has had a home run in this game and also in 3 others. This series. Takes back-to-back pitches inside, ahead in the count, 2-0. Reading has scored a run so far in every inning, 2 in the first, 1 in the second, and 1 in the third. And he takes another ball downstairs. 3-0. Sean Williams has gone with a couple different players trying to find somebody that slides in naturally into the leadoff hitter. Would have been Simone Muzziotti, but was up to Philly and now on the injured list. So Freesia has really taken over the spot nicely as he walks on ball 4 and jogs down to first. This is Sean Mellon, who we saw come in relief back in the 3rd inning for the starter. And out for another inning of work with 17 pitches under his belt, his first Double-A appearance of his career. And Josh Akami from the left side takes a first pitch strike. Lefty on lefty matchup. Akami walked and scored in the first, struck out in the second. Gets on base a lot, is struggling, getting some hits right now, but once he connects, you know he'll be flying. Ground ball that gets over the glove of Horwitz at first. It goes all the way to the outfield wall. Hustling around third is Freesia. And he's going to hold up, probably the right call as the throw comes in sharply from Cook in right. And Josh Akami has a double unless ruled otherwise here. And they tell me it's a hit. So Ak out on second. Vito Freesia on third. With just one out on the board. Reading in a good spot of their lineup, it's Jalen Ortiz. Really nice twilight sky here right now. Not sure how helpful it is for the players, but it's beautiful for the fans and I. First pitch to Ortiz, a swing strike. Infield's going to come in just a little bit. Reading already leads 4-0 here in the top of the 4th. Pitch on the outside corner. Ortiz not happy with that call, and he's down 0-2 quickly here. Here's the 0-2. High heat from Mellon. Gets Ortiz to strike out swinging. And Reading down to their final out here. Top of the 4th, it's Logan O'Hoppe. There's the first pitch strike. Up the middle goes O'Hoppe. It's going to drop in for a base hit and an RBI as Vito Freesia scores. It's misplayed by Baroa in center. And Akami is going to score as well. Reading up 6-0 here in the top of the 4th. I believe that will go in as a hit to O'Hoppe and then an error that allowed the second run to score. And now a meeting at the mound between Beck and the youngster Mellon. Here is Wendell Rijo with 2 outs. O'Hoppe very good under pressure with the 2 outs. Want to talk about clutch. That's why Sean's got him in the cleanup spot. Man, so many highlights from tonight already. Rijo pops this up. It's going to go in foul territory. And there is strike number 1 with a runner on first. Man, I picked the wildest game 2 live tweet here, but I'm psyched about it. Don't worry. O'Hoppe taking a good lead off of first. Rijo in the batter's box with 2 outs. Your Fightin' Phil's up 6 runs on 6 hits. This is a pop-up into shallow right field. The second baseman, Lantigua, is going to make it over the shoulder catch, and that'll do it. Reading strands a runner on, but not before Logan O'Hoppe brings home 2. And your Fightin' Phils will take a 6-0 lead into the bottom of the 4th inning. Should see Tyler Carr out for another inning of work here.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on the 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating over 70 years of senior living.
The time has come for businesses to grow, to prosper, to innovate, to succeed. Tompkins Vist Bank continues to be a leading lender to companies in southeastern Pennsylvania. We make decisions locally and invest locally, so local businesses can thrive. Call a business advisor today and see how we can help your business grow. Tompkins Vist Bank, locally focused, a world of possibilities. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Tyler Carr out for another inning of work here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Your Fightin' Phils up 6 runs to nothing on the New Hampshire Fisher Cats as Rafael Antigua gets tied up on the inside for strike 1. Carr got into a jam back in the 4th, used a double play, and then a ground ball to get out of it clean, stranding a runner on. Swing and a miss, and Lantigua down 0-2 quickly. Reading has scored a run in every inning so far. 2 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third, and 2 in the fourth. A slow grounder to Castillo. He makes a quick play out of it. And there is out number 1 here. Here's Spencer Horwitz. Popped out in the 4th. I was talking to Austin Ross earlier today because he went to Radford and Horwitz went to Radford University too. And he was hoping they would get to face each other yesterday, but Horwitz had the night off, so they didn't get to face each other. But he says it's awesome when he gets to interact with guys that he went to school with because he went to such a small school. It's not like he went to Ole Miss. Ground ball to Castillo again. He'll make an easy play to first, and there's 2. So nice to run into guys from his university out there. It says there's a couple throughout minor league baseball. So with 2 outs, here is the cleanup hitter, Zach Cook. He'll come up with nobody on here in the bottom of the 4th inning. First pitch, ball off the foot of Ohapi. Carr's had a couple relief appearances with Reading so far this season after joining us from the FCL. Offering hits the outside corner just a little bit too outside. In his last outing, Carr just 1 inning of work. A clean frame, 2 of 3 in scoreless appearances here in Reading. Back-to-back strikes makes the count 1-2 here as the lefty Cook taking his time getting back in the batter's box. I'm talking to a black screen. I apologize. Forgot to change my graphic back over, but didn't miss anything since it's not moving. Apologize for that, though. 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Cook. So far, 2 outs on the board here in the bottom of the 4th. Deep fly ball out to center. Ortiz plays it off the wall. And the Fisher Cats get a runner on with 2 outs, trying to rally here. They've got one in scoring position. Reading leads 6-0. I don't know if I would say that any lead is the word I'm trying to say. Any lead is safe, but 6, and they keep putting more on and more for insurance runs. Still early in the game, bottom of the 4th. Time is called as Carr steps off. That's 1 step off in this at-bat. You get 2 per at-bat as he resets up on the first base side of the rubber. First pitch called strike to De Los Santos. Zach Cook out on second, does have 2 stolen bases this season. Now, the Fisher Cats haven't had many base runners today, and the one they did was caught stealing in the last inning. As this is fouled back, De Los Santos down 0-2 early. Pitching coach Matt Hockenberry tosses a foul ball into the stands to a guy in a Phillies hat. Love that. Time is called as a rogue baseball gets on the field from the bullpen. And now Carr is ready to rock and roll again. Look to the batter. Here's the 0-2 pitch, just a little bit outside, and we'll go again. Carr with the baseball behind his back. Will step off, and that's the second step off the at-bat. So he must get an out if he steps off again, whether it be a pickoff attempt or a stolen base attempt. He has no choice at this point. The 1-2 ground ball to third. Wendell Rijo goes across the diamond, and Carr will strand the runner on. Reading keeps their 6-0 lead. Into the 5th we go with another opportunity for some more offense in just a moment.
White Star Tours and Travel Centers offers the R-Phils fan road trip again this season. It's your chance to hit the road with other R-Phils fans, see an R-Phils road game, meet with an R-Phils player, and see 2 Philadelphia Phillies road games. The White Star R-Phils fan road trip visits Erie and Pittsburgh, Thursday, July 28th through Sunday, July 31st. You see the R-Phils at Erie, meet with an R-Phils player or coach, then head to Pittsburgh for a tour of the city, including the Incline, and a ride on the Yankee Clipper riverboat. You will attend 2 Phillies games versus the Pirates on Friday and Saturday before traveling home Sunday with a stop at the Flight 93 National Memorial. Visit the customer service booth for more info on the White Star R-Phils fan road trip to Erie and Pittsburgh. Space is very limited. Sign up today.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
Top of the 5th we go. Your Fightin' Phils lead 6 runs on 6 hits to the Fisher Cats, no runs on 3 hits. And Reading is back up to bat as Ollie Castillo takes the first pitch down and away. Sean Mellon still out on the mound after an inning and 2/3 of work. His 27th pitch coming in as the ball 1. So far, Reading has scored at least 1 run in every inning of work. Looking to keep that going as Castillo goes up the middle, ranging over De Los Santos, able to make the play behind the bag for out number 1. Somebody warming up in the bullpen for Reading, so it doesn't look like Carr will have more than 2 innings of work. Here's Aldrum Corridor from the left side. Corridor takes the first pitch, strike outside, off speed from Mellon, 78 miles an hour. There's a chopping foul ball. Corridor not too happy with the way that swing went. And we'll do it again. Out to right goes Aldrum. Way back, a no-doubter. Corridor with a solo shot here in the 5th, and Reading leads 7-0. Their 3rd homer of this game. They've put a run on in every inning so far. Man, this feels good. Corridor's first home run of the season. Gets a lot of applause from his teammates as his new teammates just joining the system this season as Jack Conley steps up and takes the first pitch inside. Now the Fisher Cats will have to be careful with their bullpen, throwing a bullpen game tomorrow as Mellon comes outside 2-0. Now we'll see a visit from Chris Beck. Of course, Monday, the universal off day, so both of these teams will have off, and they'll have a little bit more wiggle room, but obviously, with the bullpen game, you never know how that will go. So Conley back in the righty batter's box with a 2-0 count. 1 out on the board. He takes one high, 3-0. And there is ball 4, so Conley will jog down to first. Reading will get another runner on with 1 out here for Jonathan Guzman. Conley snapped his on-base streak last night with 9 total games. And so starting it over once again here, he gets the first one on the board. Guzman takes a called strike on the outside corner, just at the knees. Now New Hampshire will start to warm somebody up. Guzman pops it foul. He's down 0-2 here. Time is called. Guzman takes a moment to step out here, taking a long time to get ready. Here is Mellon. He's got a runner on and 1 out. We have seen Conley steal a base this season. It's a little bit different with a lefty as Guzman takes a ball in the dirt. 1-2. Here's the pitch from Mellon. Guzman chases and strikes out swinging. And so there is out number 2. Jack Conley still on first as we go back to the top of the order with Vito Fresia. couple of guys back behind home plate cheering here. I can't tell if they're cheering for Vita or not. It sounds a lot like Freesia, but we are in New Hampshire. Just not super far from New York. Freesia fouls his first pitch back, and then he takes the ball below the knees. A little bit of chirping going on there between a group of fans. Way inside, Freesia has to bounce back. The count 2-1 here with a runner on first. We'll see if they let Mellon get through this inning. Or just give him this batter. There are 2 outs. Looks over at Conley. Now he looks home. Here's the 2-1. Way outside. Good stop by Chris Beck. And the count now 3-1. Freesia steps in here. Conley a lead off of first. The sun officially set here at Delta Dental Stadium. Baseball under the lights. A beautiful Saturday night. The 3-1 dropped in left center. Conley headed for third. No throw. And Freesia keeps the line moving with another hit today. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. Here is Josh Ockamy, who had a double and a walk, scored 2 of the 7 runs for the Fightins. They lead 7-0 over the Fisher Cats here in the top of the 5th. This is so far a fantastic day for the Fightin Phils as they are pouring it on. Scoring a run in every frame so far. Mellon will see another batter, the lefty Ockamy. There's a called strike on the knees. Ockamy very close to the plate. An open stance here. Mellon's going to look over at first. Now home. Back at first. Now he'll come home. And he goes off speed. And Ockhamy's down 0-2 here. 2 outs on the board, 2 runners on. It's Conley on third, Freesia on first. Here's the 0-2. Below the knees, the at-bat will continue. Runners take their leads. They'll be going with 2 outs on contact. Here's the 1-2. Ockamy takes 2 balls, 2 strikes. Some of these fans not too happy with the calls of the umpires today, but I think, honestly, they've just been consistent throughout this past couple games. Again, 2 on, 2 out. Here's the 2-2. Ock stays alive, fouling off a pitch really inside. Reading leads 7 runs on 8 hits. New Hampshire, no runs on 3 hits. Both teams have been clean in the field here. Time is called. There's a rogue baseball on the field. I don't know how that got over there. Ortiz gets it from the on-deck circle, although they actually don't have on-deck circles here. So we'll go again. Here's the 2-2. Down and away. What patience by Josh Ockamy here to take. Conley on third, Freesia on first. 2 outs here, top 5. Mellon at the waist, takes a deep breath. Here's the payoff pitch. It's ball 4. Ockamy jogs down to first, even though Freesia was going. Everyone will just move over. Conley will stay put at third. And here is Jalen Ortiz with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Now we should see a visit from Cesar Martin as he's going to come out, and I think he will change pitchers. So we will take a quick break here and give the reliever a moment to warm up in the top of the 5th with the bases loaded, 2 outs for Jalen Ortiz.
The Reading Fightin'
White
Phils
Star
are proud
Tours
to
and
partner
Travel
with the
Centers
Berks County
offers the
Mental
R
Health
Phils
and
fan
Developmental
road trip
Disabilities
again this
Program.
season.
Together,
It's
we
your
are
chance to
striking out
hit
the
the road
stigma
with
in
other
order
R
to raise
Phils fans,
community
see an R
awareness
Phils
about
road
mental
game, meet
illness
with an
and the
R Phils
prevention of
player, and
suicide.
see 2
With 3
Philadelphia
simple
Phillies
words,
road
are you
games.
okay?
The
hope
White
is to
Star
begin a
R Phils
conversation
fan
to show
road trip
Berks County
visits
that
Erie
we
and
care.
Pittsburgh,
Suicide
Thursday,
affects
July
and
28th
hurts
through
everyone,
Sunday, July
but help is
31st.
here, and
You
we'll
see
work
the R
together
Phils at
to help
Erie,
raise
meet
awareness
with an R
about
Phils player
suicide
or
and
coach,
identify
then
what
head
we
to
can do as a
Pittsburgh for a
community
tour
to
of the
prevent
city,
it.
including the
People in need
Incline,
of assistance
and a ride on the
support
Yankee
should
Clipper
call
Riverboat.
Crisis Intervention
You will
at
attend 2
610
Phillies game versus the Pirates on Friday and
236-0530.
Saturday
That's
before
610
traveling home Sunday with a stop at the
236-0530.
Flight 93 National
Berks
Memorial.
Immunization Coalition
Visit the
works to
customer
provide
service
leadership
booth
and
for more
education
info
in
on the
promoting
White Star
age-appropriate
R Phils
immunization
fan road trip
across the
to Erie
lifespan
and
for all
Pittsburgh.
residents of Berks County.
Space is very limited.
This is a
Sign up
coalition
today.
comprised of local physicians,
Nursing home neglect
nurse
is a serious
practitioners,
problem.
school nurses,
If you or a loved one
immunization
has suffered from
coordinators,
bed sores,
immunization
a pain in a
advocates,
nursing home,
and
or a
pharmaceutical
fall down in a
representatives
nursing home
working to
resulting in
encourage
a fracture,
continuity of
our friends at
immunization
Swartz
through medical
Culleton can help.
resources.
Call the attorneys
They
at
focus on
Swartz
educating
Culleton
both the
for a free
community and the
consultation.
providers.
Their
For
phone
more
number is
information,
1-800-JUSTICE.
please visit
That's
www.immunizedva.org. Click
1-800-587-8423.
local
Once again,
coalitions.
call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
Back in the top of the 5th here, Reading leads 7-0. They've got the bases loaded for Jalen Ortiz, and I've decided that these fans are not on our side, as now they are up in the front row chirping something at Ortiz here. They've got these large beer bats, and I have a good feeling that somebody from security is going to come down and talk to them soon, as they are honestly probably distracting New Hampshire's pitchers as well. So Nope, his name is not Scott. Sean Mellon put the Fisher Cats in this jam with Conley on third, Freesia on second, and Akami on first. And I'll hand the ball over to Braden Scott here and see if he can limit the damage. Reading has already scored 1 run on Aldrim Corridor's solo shot, but Ortiz will have the bases loaded here as he takes the ball inside. Now, we have seen Scott once before in this series, as Ortiz takes another pitch inside. We saw him in the first game of the series, an inning and a third, just walked a batter, nothing else on 22 pitches. So second time seeing him here. The 2-0 to Ortiz, and he chases a pitch that gets by him. 2-1. Bases juice, infield back deep. There are 2 outs on the board. Reading already leads 7-0. Checks his swing, doesn't matter. At strike 2. Ortiz 0 for 3 today. He is due for something big. And now could be a great something big. 2 balls, 2 strikes. It's inside. It's ball 3. The count is full with the bases juiced. Ortiz in the righty batter's box with 2 outs on the board. Here's the payoff pitch, ripped down the left field line, but it is foul. So we'll go again. Conley on third, Freesia on second, Akami on first. 2 outs here, top 5. The payoff pitch, swing and a miss, and they get Ortiz down on strikes, and that will do it. Reading strands the bases loaded for the second time today, but they'll keep their 7-0 lead going into the bottom of the 5th. Should be a pitching change for the Fightin' Phils in just a moment.
Nursing home neglect
White
is
Star
a
Tours
serious
and
problem.
Travel Centers
If you or
offers
a
the
loved
R
one
Phils
has
fan
suffered
road
from
trip
bed sores,
again
a
this
pain in a
season.
nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils. The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Humane Pennsylvania throughout the 2022 season. Humane Pennsylvania is the region's premier leader in animal welfare and empowers the people in our communities to increase their capacity to care for animals so that all animals are healthy, safe, and treated humanely. Humane Pennsylvania is proud to be a Fiesta Friday and Bark in the Park sponsor. Learn more about Humane Pennsylvania and how you can help build the best community for animals anywhere by visiting humanepa.org.
This is the Crazy Hot Dog Vendor coming to you from the radio booth. When I need to get somewhere in a hurry and the ostrich isn't cutting it, I hop on my Harley Davidson for a classic Harley Davidson. It's your one-stop shop for all your Harley needs. They have everything you need from boots, jackets, t-shirts, gloves, mugs, and oh yeah, they have a great selection of bikes too, which are almost as good on gas as an ostrich. Go to Classic Harley Davidson for everything Harley Davidson, and I'll see you at Harley Night.
Well, Tyler Carr will hand over the ball to Matt Seelinger here for the bottom of the fifth inning. Reading comes in with a big 7-0 lead over New Hampshire as Seelinger deals the first pitch strike here to Will Robertson. It'll be Robertson, Beck, and Yellow here for the bottom of the fifth. The Fightins have scored at least a run on every single frame so far. Seal gets a called strike on the outside. Has a very straight slot as he comes right over the shoulder and drives so much. Such momentum coming from the righty's entire body. As the final line comes in for Tyler Carr. Gave him 2 innings of work, just 3 hits, nothing else across the board on a total of 24 pitches. As Seelinger sets up on the first base side of the rubber, pumps his left leg, steps back a little bit and comes home and gets a big swinging strike 3 to Robertson, going off speed 76 miles an hour. And there is out number 1. Here's Chris Beck, who's 1 for 1 on the day with a base hit. Made it all the way to third, but was stranded there and never came home as New Hampshire has no runs on 3 hits. Reading 7 runs on 8 hits. Pretty clean in the field on either side. Nobody's made an error. Foul ball back from Beck, and that'll be strike 1. We saw Seelinger start the bullpen game 2 of the doubleheader. Pretty solid outing, starting not quite his strong suit, but I think he was pretty pleased with the way it turned out. Here's the 1-1 upstairs. In that outing, 2 innings of work, 3 hits, 2 runs. 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. They gave him 42 pitches. Other than that outing, he has been scoreless in earned runs this season. So in all of his relief outings, he's not let across an earned run. The 2-0 comes in just above the letters. Or excuse me, the 2-1. So you can make it 3-1 now. Infield, outfield, back deep. The wind is just a breeze right now. And Beck did not realize that was ball 4. I guess he didn't know the count, but he took it below the knees, and it is ball 4. So he'll walk down to first, and the Fisher Cats will have a runner on here with 1 away for John Aiello. Aiello did reach on a single but got caught up in a double play. And so he'll come up for just the second time this evening. Aiello, a lefty bat, just the second game of the series in as a designated hitter. Two balls, no strikes. We'll check around the system. The Iron Pigs played an afternoon game, so that game already complete as the Pigs won it 2-0, scoring both of their runs in the 8th inning. Seelinger misses inside. The win went to Jonathan Hennigan, the save, Connor Brogdon. Phillies game 2 of their series against the Mets, 0-0 into the bottom of the third. Aiello fouls one back, and that's good enough for strike 2. So the count even. Last night, of course, the Phillies were no hit, but a bright spot in Aaron Nola, 9 strikeouts. Seelinger gets a line drive. Aiello on first, heading to third. The play not in time. And on the throw to third, advancing to second is Aiello. The Fisher Cats fans here elated. Some action finally happening for New Hampshire. So we'll have to see how they record that. Could be a single, could be a double. Logan O'Hoppy's going to come out to talk to Seelinger here with some traffic on the base paths. Nothing too big yet, no damage done, and Reading leads 7-0 here. No, one out on the board here for Stuart Baroa with 2 in scoring position. That'll go in as a single to Aiello. He's on second. Chris Beck on third. Seelinger deals. High pop-up. It's going to stay in the infield. Rijo coming over. He trickles into foul territory. Now back in fair territory as he makes the catch, and that is a huge out number 2 for Seelinger. And you never know what Logan O'Hoppy went out there and said. He said, can still get out of this without any damage done. There he goes and picks up a big out number 2. And they go back to the top of the order with Tanner Morris. Morris steps in the left side. Step off by Seelinger. There's one of the at-bat. Still 2 on, but 2 out now. For Morris, who's waiting to receive his first pitch, which is fouled back into the suite area. Falls down into the grandstand. You can kind of hear it coming down the rows of seats. And there's strike 1. Seelinger leans over, gets the sign from O'Hoppy. This is a little chin music to Tanner Morris, but he bounces back fine. And the count now 1-1. Pitch clock winding down. He's going to have to step off or throw. 3, 2, and he gets it in. Back foot slider that misses. 2 balls, 1 strike. Two on, 2 out. Bottom of the fifth, Reading leads 7-0. Fly ball out to center field. This should be playable for Ortiz, and he makes the catch, and Seelander gets out of the inning scoreless, strands 2 runners on. Reading leads 7-0. To the 6th we go. Another opportunity for more offense in just a moment.
The award-winning Reading Hospital Tower Health Character Pool Party provides an unforgettable night out with your family and friends. Enjoy a baseball game while swimming in the 87-degree heated pool directly behind the right field home run wall. Plus, 2.5 hours of all-you-can-eat buffet and photos and autographs with the crazy hot dog vendor and the Fightin' Phil's mascot band. Regular season tickets are $31 per person for groups of 20 or more. Give us a call today at 610-370-BALL.
For top-flight local jobs, go with who you know. J.P. Mascaro & Sons, a leading waste removal company. To meet today's employment and service demands brought on by the pandemic, Mascaro is upgrading its already highly competitive employee wage and benefit package for drivers, collection crew helpers, and other positions. Call 888-MASCARO, M-A-S-C-A-R-O, for details. Work for an established local family business committed to its employees. Again, call 888-MASCARO today or apply online at www.jpmascaro.com. Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com.
Into the top of the 6th inning here at Delta Dental Stadium. Reading has plated 7 runs on 8 hits to New Hampshire's no runs on 4 hits. Another opportunity for offense. Braden Scott on the mound. The lefty sends a pitch outside to Logan O'Hoppe. Reading scored 2 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third, 2 in the fourth, and 1 in the fifth for a run in every offensive half so far. As O'Hoppe takes a ball upstairs. Good crowd here in Manchester, New Hampshire after a couple of really cold nights. O'Hoppe fouls it back. The count now 2-1. Leading the team in batting average, .262. He's had a 2-hit night here, a home run and a single. 4 RBIs and a run scored. And, of course, all his work behind the plate is why he is the Phillies' number 5 prospect. Here's the pitch. Inside, and back-to-back balls make it a walk. So O'Hoppe is going to take first. And Reading gets a runner on here to start the top of the 6th for Wendell Riho. Riho having himself a night as well. A hit back in the third, 2 stolen bases, and a wild pitch. Pretty much doing all the work he can possibly do as he takes a ball inside. Over to the shortstop, it goes right underneath the glove of De Los Santos, and what could have been a double play ends up an error for the shortstop, and 2 on for the Fightins with nobody out. Here is Aldrum Corridor. So he draws something in the dirt with his bat. Every time he goes up, I had the opportunity to ask him about what it is. And behind the righty batter's box, he draws an arrow towards the pitcher because as soon as the ball comes to him, it's going right back to the pitcher and then some. He says he's done it for as long as he can remember. As a wild pitch gets by Chris Beck, both runners advance. Pass ball. A wild pitch, he's saying. Sorry, the scorer is right next. Pass ball. The scorer is in the room right next to me. So how this kind of works is that I sit between the scorers and the home radio booth here. And there's 2 little glass windows that can open. So I keep them shut during the game. And then everybody has different signals that they use to relieve these score calls as Corridor sends this one foul into the stands. A ball and a strike. Infield coming in with 2 runners on and no outs. Reading trying to play to run here in the 6th, up by 7. So hit error, typically everybody does. The thumbs up for hit, thumbs down for error. 1 for wild pitch, 2 for pass ball. As Castillo sends this deep to center, should be enough to score Logan O'Hoppe. And there's no play at the plate. So Reading plates a run in the 7th. Their 8th run of the game. And they have officially scored a run in every single inning so far. So a sacrifice fly to Castillo brings up another point that I found when I was researching for my game notes today, is that the Fightin Phils actually lead all of minor league baseball in sacrifice opportunities. So coming into today's game, they had 7 sacrifice opportunities, 4 sac bunts, and 3 fly balls. Well, now, of course, they'll have 4 sac bunts and 4 sac flies for a total of minor league leading 8, although have to check the stats after everybody's game ends. But anyways, runner on second with 1 out here for Aldrim Corridor. He takes the first pitch ball. And a second pitch above the letters, the count 2-0. There's another ball outside, 3-0. There's a called strike at the knees. Pretty much have to take every 3-0. And there's another called strike on the outside part of the plate. So the count is now full after being 3-0. Scott with a runner on second and 1 out. Ball gets fouled into the Fightin's dugout. Will go again. Reading 8 runs on 8 hits. The Fisher Cats no runs on 4 hits. They've made an error in the field. Here's the payoff pitch to Corridor. Ground ball left side. De Los Santos can't get to it. And Rijo moves to third. The line keeps moving for the Fightins. As Corridor safe on first with a base hit. Here is Jack Conley with runners on the corners and 1 out. The lefty, Scott, comes set. Home to Conley, sends this one foul out of the stadium. Nobody warming up for either team, so Fisher Cats will stick with Scott here. Reading will stick with Seelinger for the bottom half. Fightins lead 8-0 with just 1 out, looking to put a couple more on. Conley out to left, and it just rolls foul. Down 0-2. That's Rijo on third, Corridor on first. Taking his time here, Braden Scott, the lefty. can look over and see Corridor at first. He'll come home 0-2 to Conley inside. 1-2. Jack, a very patient hitter. Walked already in the 5th. Had his first home run of the season in this series as he steps back in the righty batter's box. So 1-2. Fouled back. We'll go again. Phillies, Mets still 0-0. They're going into the bottom of the 4th inning, so no update there. It's Kyle Gibson on the mound, just one hit. Conley, another foul ball back. Tipped into the glove of the catcher. And there is out number 2 here in the 6th. Jonathan Guzman, who has not reached base today, will come up with 2 on the corner and 2 outs this time. A bullet down the first baseline and into the stands for strike 1. The righty steps back into the batter's box against the lefty, Scott. Here's the 0-1, another foul ball, same spot, so we'll do it again. Ohapi scored in this inning on a sacrifice fly by Castillo. Rijo's on third, Corridor's on first with 2 outs here. Top of the 6th, Guzman gets away from a ball at his feet. Not enough room for a runner to score. Beck able to keep it close. And the count moves 2-2. Up the middle goes Guzman. They should be able to get an easy play at second with the force out as the second baseman Lantigua takes it himself. So that will do it here. But Reading puts a run on in the top of the 6th. They put a run on in every offensive inning so far. They lead 8-0 going into the bottom half. Matt Seelinger out for another inning of work in just a moment.
There you are in the great wide open when you hear it. Dinner time. When you're hungry, you're not going to let 5,000 feet of mountain get in your way. And if they try, that's what Kia's lineup of exceptionally capable SUVs with available all-wheel drive is for. The Telluride, Sorento, Sportage, and Seltos are how you know we take this pretty seriously. The SUVs and the dinner. Hurry into your local Kia dealer today. Kia, movement that inspires.
Visit kia.com for details. Always drive safely.
Feasers Incorporated, a family-owned, full-line food service distributor located in central Pennsylvania. Services restaurants, sporting facilities, theme amusement parks, healthcare facilities, educational facilities, and other institutions throughout Pennsylvania and the Mid-Atlantic region. For over 100 years, Feasers and its employees have committed themselves to making customer service their highest priority. Feasers works hard to provide customers with the products they require, delivered by their helpful fleet drivers. Feasers is large enough to serve and small enough to care. For more information, call 800-326-2828 or Feasers.com.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, "Are you okay?" the hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
Seelinger out for another inning of work here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Reading has put 1 on in each offensive inning, and they've held shutouts in the bottom half. So we'll see if Seelinger can keep this going here for the bottom of the 6th. Got a little bit of traffic on the base paths in the 5th, but was able to get out of it cleanly. As we'll see Rafael Lantigua, Horwitz, and Cook, the heart of the Fisher Cats order up here. And he sends him a first pitch ball. The righty steps back, kicks and fires, and there's a called strike at the knees. Reading will play a nice 1:30 matinee contest against the Fisher Cats tomorrow as Sealander shakes off the side from O'Hoppy, and now he comes home with the 1-1. Ground ball up the middle, charging Guzman on the run, and what a defensive play by the shortstop for out number 1 here in the 6th. Here's Spencer Horwitz now. He's 0 for 2 today. Tomorrow will be Jack Perkins, the righty, on the mound for Reading, and a bullpen game for the Fisher Cats. Nobody specific slated as of yet. Then after this series, Reading will travel to Portland for another 6-game road trip before returning home for the annual morning game on May 10th at First Energy Stadium. Here's Horwitz, who takes a first pitch strike, chasing a ball in the dirt. And Sealander's got him 0-1. This time, Horwitz holds up and the count evens. Sealander up to 23 pitches here through an inning and a third. As the righty gets the sign from the catcher. The 1-1 to the lefty Horwitz. Just outside, 2-1. Fans, thanks so much for tuning in today. It's been a very fun night for Reading. Still a couple of innings to go, so I appreciate your support here. Emily Messina on the air. I'll travel with the team this year, bringing you all the action from the road. And the 2-1 becomes 3-1 inside. Sealander comes set, glove at the chest, pumps his left leg, takes a small slide back. Ground ball foul, and the count is now full. Lefty steps back in the batter's box. Sealander leans over, gets the sign from his catcher. Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. And he gets a big out number 2 as Horwitz goes down swinging. And here is Zach Cook with 2 away. Lively bunch here at Delta Dental Stadium tonight, the best crowd they've had so far since we've been here. Swing and a miss. There's strike 1 to Zach Cook. Well, Andrew Painter was supposed to pitch for Clearwater today. They were postponed due to rain, so might see him tomorrow. He has been their Saturday starter, along with Mick Abel, the Saturday starter for Jersey Shore. Sealander gets a strike 2 on the outside of the knees. Mick Abel pitched 3 innings of work, 4 hits, 1 earned run, and 5 strikeouts on 71 pitches. So took him a bit of pitches, but pretty solid outing. Jersey Shore trailing 6-4 against Aberdeen there in the bottom of the 8th inning. And here's the 0-2 from Seal. Way inside. Cook able to bounce back. Infield, outfield, back deep, a little bit of a shift on to the lefty batter. Rijo mainly controlling the left side of the infield. Here's the 1-2 with 2 outs. He checks his swing. Does he go around? And he does, and that'll do it. Back-to-back Ks gets Zach Cook. And another scoreless frame throw up by the Fightin's pitching staff. Reading leads 8-0. To the top of the 7th we go here at Delta Dental Stadium.
Join us as we celebrate Reading's Hispanic and Latino culture during 12 Friday home games this season. With Savage 61 Fiesta Fridays presented by eXp Realty, Breakthrough Beverage, Humane Pennsylvania, Origlio Beverage, and Mal Beer. Fiesta Fridays feature special Los Luchador de Reading uniforms, Hispanic and Latino food and music, and other cultural elements throughout the ballpark. Get your tickets now by calling 610-370-BALL or visiting us at the Weidenhammer ticket office at First Energy Stadium.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin' Phil's Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin' Phils, two great hometown partners.
Savage Auto Group is a proud sponsor of Fiesta Fridays. Enjoy an R. Phil's game, great food, music, and entertainment. The team will play in their Los Luchadores de Reading Latino tribute uniforms. Visit Timmy Profit and Savage Auto Group, Pennsylvania's most awarded dealership for all your automotive needs.
Top of the 7th at Delta Dental Stadium, your Fightin' Phils up 8-0 over the Fisher Cats. As Vito Fresia sends this out to center, should be playable for Baroa as he makes the catch. There is out number 1. Braden Scott still in. Scott gave up a run on a sacrifice fly to Castillo back in the 6th when Ohapi scored. Reading put 2 on in the first. Logan Ohapi had a 2-run home run. Vito Fresia had a solo shot in the 2nd. Wendell Rijo scored on a wild pitch in the 3rd. Here's Josh Akami, who takes a swinging strike. Logan Ohapi then had a 2-run scoring single in the 4th. Fresia and Akami came home on that. Aldrum Corridor had a solo shot in the 5th, and then, of course, that sacrifice fly in the 6th put us at 8-0 here as Akami takes a called strike on the inside. Scott dealing from the left side comes high above the letters. 1 ball, 2 strikes. He reached 90 miles an hour. They're going to stick with Scott here to try to eat some innings, up to 36 pitches now with the bullpen game tomorrow. Lefty on lefty, Akami. Backhand by Lantigua at second. It's thrown wild. And Josh almost slips, but he'll reach first safely. And that is an error on the second baseman. Threw it away, but Akami reaches. And Reading will get a runner on here with 1 out. 2 errors on the day. Middle infielders both for New Hampshire. Jalen Ortiz steps in the righty batter's box. He's had a tough day at the plate, 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. Always another at-bat coming to turn it around. Fouls back the first pitch he sees. It's on the roof. Here's the 0-1 to Ortiz, a runner on, and 1 out here, top 7. At Delta Dental Stadium, there's a ball. Swing and a miss, and Ortiz down on strikes for the 4th time today. He'll head back into the dugout, a little bit frustrated there. As Logan Ohapi comes on with a runner up. A runner on and 2 outs. Righty on lefty matchup here. Ohapi gets it through the hole on the right side. Keep the inning moving as Akami makes it to second. A 3-hit day here for Logan. And Reading will have 2 on and 2 out for Wendell Reho. Reading is warming up somebody else in the bullpen, so update you on whoever comes in as Reho settles in the righty batter's box. 2 on, 2 out. Top 7. Holds off on a ball outside. Reho fouls it back into the net behind home plate. Here's the 1-1. Scott deals high, 2-1. Everybody playing back except the first baseman Horwitz here. This is a moonshot pop-up in shallow right field. Cook there and makes the catch. The first run, the first inning where Reading has not scored a run, they made it all the way to the 7th with putting runs on the board. Pretty impressive streak for the Fightins. They're still up 8-0. A pitching change coming at you in just a moment after the 7th inning stretch here at Delta Dental Stadium.
The Fightin Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Berks Packing is a family-owned and operated meat processor located here in Reading, specializing in hot dogs, ham, specialty meats, and more. Berks Packing provides America's classic ballpark with quality products, including the highly acclaimed flat-top grilled hot dog. Join us for Berks Packing Sunday Family Fun Days at Sunday home games all season long at First Energy Stadium.
Lidl is a normal grocery store with aisles and shelves and high-quality groceries. But only Lidl has really low prices. Like so low they're too good to be true. But true. Lidl, suspiciously low-priced groceries.
Into the bottom of the 7th we go. Pitching change here for the Fightin Phils as Seelinger hands the ball over to Bubby Rossman for the bottom of the 7th. A nice lively 7th inning stretch here at Delta Dental Stadium. As De Los Santos will start it off. The final line coming in for Matt Seelinger. 2 innings of work, 1 hit, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. So another couple donuts on the board for the Fightin Phils pitching staff here. As Reading leads 8-0 to New Hampshire. Foul ball back by De Los Santos. Then he takes a ball, so the count even 1-1. Reading infield, outfield back deep. De Los Santos, though, 0 for 2 today. Strikeout and a ground ball. First time he'll see Bubby today. We did see Rossman earlier in this series. Let me just flip back. An inning and a third, 2 hits, 3 runs, and 2 walks. It's been kind of back and forth for the Fightins all season. We'll see if he can settle in right here. Big swing and a miss. He blazes 92 in the upstairs part of the strike zone. Two balls, 2 strikes. A pitch comes in below the knees, and the count is full here. Reading 8 runs on 10 hits. New Hampshire no runs on 4 hits with 2 errors in the field. Payoff pitch, slow chopper. Rijo running in the play. A split by Ock, and they get him. Good on Rijo to charge there at third. It just didn't have enough on it to be an easy ground ball. And something that you wouldn't see on the play, but I like to note, is how good O'Hoppy is at backing up. The catcher running down in full gear to back up at first in case that ball goes wild. He's down there every single routine ground ball. And there's 1 out on the board here for Will Robertson, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts today. First pitch, a called strike. Rossman leans over at the waist, set up, facing left field, as he always is. Gets the sign from O'Hoppy and stands tall. Glove at the chest, kicks and fires in the dirt. The count, 1-1. Pitch just outside, 2-1. Outside, 3-1. 1 out on the board here, bottom of the 7th. Reading up 8-0. They've been dominating this whole game. Have not had a shutout this season. Here's a 3-1. Swing and a miss. Rossman stays in, and the count is now full. I asked Bubby if he knew the player on the Fisher Cats from La Habra, California, where he was born. Ryan Gold. He said they didn't know each other, but what a small world. Ground ball back. Rossman gets a glove on it, and it's deflected by the pitcher to Guzman, and it's going to go in as a hit because Guzman's not able to get to it. It's almost like if he didn't get a glove on it, would Guzman been able to get to it, or would have trickled in the outfield? You can't play that what-if game. You got to keep moving. Does set him up for a double play here with a runner on first and 1 out. Here's Chris Beck. Rossman deals foul ball back here to Beck for strike 1. Robertson on first does have 1 stolen base, but has been caught stealing 3 times. Rossman comes home, down and away in the dirt, 1-1 the count. Beck steps out, gets the sign from his manager Martine over at third. Beck pops this one foul into the suites. It bounces all the way down into the stands, a gaggle of kids chasing after it, the best souvenir in all of baseball. Oh, they're all cheering for each other over there. And Beck will step back in with 1 ball and 2 strikes. And there's a called strike 3 at the letters. Beck is surprised as he has some final words with Witt and a big out number 2 for Bubby Rossman. Here in the 7th with a runner on, it's John Aiello. Aiello now a 2-hit day, both singles. The number 8 hitter and then Stuart Baroa on deck, the number 9 hitter. Aiello takes a swinging strike for an 0-1 count. A softly hit ball. Rossman fields the underhanded over to first, and that will do it. As Rossman strands a runner on to the 8th we go. Reading up to bat, up by 8 in just a moment here at Delta Dental Stadium.
Gear up for Fightin' Phil's season. Visit the Brentwood Industries Fightin' Phil's team store at First Energy Stadium or check out our online store 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at rphils.com/shop. We have a wide variety of Fightin' Phil's hats, t-shirts, kids apparel, and more. Looking for something new? Check out our latest selections of Los Luchadores de Reading and Reading Hot Dogs gear, plus throwback black R-Train R-Phil's attire. Root for your Fightins in style. Stop by the Brentwood Industries Fightins team store or rphils.com/shop.
The sound of an ice-cold Corona is music to my ears. Oh, run that back. Dope. Now drop that beat. And hit me with the hook, player. Hey, whatever you do with your fine life, just do you, player. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
The Fightin' Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Top of the 8th we go at Delta Dental Stadium. Reading leads 8-0 as Ollie Castillo takes a first pitch swinging strike. It's still Braden Scott, the lefty, in for the Fisher Cats. Up to 49 pitches in his relief outing. Castillo, a very open stance, fouls one back for strike 2. He's been on twice today. A single and a walk, also a sacrifice fly. Reading has scored a run in 6 out of their 7 offensive innings, and they're shutting out the Fisher Cats through 7 here. The most interesting part is that Reading has not allowed a run in the 7th inning. So Reading's bullpen has not allowed an opposing team through the first 18 games, and now 19, to score a run in the 7th. Foul ball by Castillo ends up in the bullpen. And so he's down 1-2. Scott comes home. Slow chopper off the bat of Castillo that rolls foul. Castillo, another foul ball back, and he is working. There is somebody warming up for the Fisher Cats here. Not sure how long they'll let Scott stay. Castillo out to left center. It does hang up in the sky a little bit, so Baroa has time to jog over and make the play, and there is one. Here's Aldrim Corridor, 2 hits, one of them a solo shot in the 5th. Lefty on lefty matchup. Corridor fouls back the first pitch he sees. Scott taking his time. Aldrum deep to center field. Bounces off the wall. He'll go for 2. And Corridor in at second with a stand-up double here, his 3rd hit of the day. And Reading will get a runner in scoring position with 1 out for Jack Conley. And now we'll see a visit from Cesar Martin here to take the ball from Braden Scott. We'll give the reliever a minute to warm up. In the top of the 8th, Reading has a runner on and 1 out. Back here in the top of the 8th inning. A pitching change for the New Hampshire Fisher Cats as Braden Scott hands the ball over to Sean Rakowski. And even before Rakowski sends a first pitch in, he gets called for a pitch clock violation. And so a ball here to Jack Conley with Corridor on second. 1 out on the board. It's a 2-0 count to Jack. Reading leads New Hampshire 8-0 here, top of the 8th inning. They are pouring it on as Conley chases 94 miles an hour. It's 2-1. Rakowski, a righty after the lefty Scott, who is responsible for Corridor on second. Swing and a miss brings Conley to his knees. The count evens 2-2. And another swinging strike on a wild pitch. Conley's going to try to beat the throw down to first, but he cannot. And there is out number 2 as we get to the number 9 hitter, Jonathan Guzman, who has not recorded a hit today. Ground ball to second. This should be it. As Lantigua makes the play, Reading strands a runner on here in the top of the 8th, but they'll take their 8-0 lead into the bottom half, as Rossman should come out for another inning of work. We'll be right back in just a moment.
K Pool and Spa offers a variety of expert services for both in and above ground pools and hot tubs. They provide the service for Pool Pavilion at the First Energy Stadium and keep it clean and maintained throughout the entire season. Based in Reading, Pennsylvania, they have been family-owned and operated for 40 years. Turn to K Pool and Spa for the best value and professional service.
International Fireworks is the official fireworks provider for the R-Phils. International Fireworks shoots all 33 fireworks shows throughout the R-Phils season, including 6 Mega Blast fireworks shows. International Fireworks also provides the pregame fireworks after the national anthem at each game. International Fireworks has a retail store in nearby Douglasville, Pennsylvania, where you can purchase all of your fireworks. Visit fireworksrus.com for more information about the International Fireworks retail store in Douglasville. Thanks again to International Fireworks, the official fireworks provider of the R-Phils.
Looking for the place to have the ultimate family fun at the Fightin' Phils game? Look no further than Capital Blue Cross Funland. Capital Blue Cross Funland features the most exciting games and entertainment at the ballpark, including speed pitch, mini golf, ring toss and peach basket toss, mascot autograph booth, a bounce house, and the incredible giant inflatable slide. Bring your family to all the fun at their next R-Phils game at Capital Blue Cross Funland.
Bottom of the 8th inning here at Delta Dental Stadium. Reading leads New Hampshire 8-0. Rossman out for another inning of work. It's the number 9 hitter, Stuart Baroa, before they go back to the top of the order with Tanner Morris and Rafael Lantigua. Rossman, first pitch in for a called strike. Allowed a hit in the 7th, but stranded him on for a clean frame. Reading currently shutting out the Fisher Cats here. If they continue to do so, it'll be their first shutout of the season, as Rossman gets a swinging strike here to Baroa. The Fightins poured on the runs to start off this game. 2 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third, 2 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth, and 1 in the sixth. And there is a called strike 3 to Baroa, and he knew it. Turn around and head back to the dugout without number 1 as we go back to the top of the order to Tanner Morris. Reading pitching staff has only allowed 5 hits, to the Fisher Cats, who have made 2 errors in the field. Let's check in on the Phillies playing versus the Mets. The Mets lead 1-0 in the bottom of the 5th. They do have the bases loaded here against Kyle Gibson. 1 out on the board. Blue Claws fall to the Aberdeen Ironbirds 6-4. And there is a called strike. Clearwater's game with Andrew Painter was postponed, so we'll be able to update you that when he pitches next obviously being very dominant out there in high A, or low A, excuse me, as this is fouled into the stands. Morris down 0-2 here to Rossman. Righty on lefty matchup, Rossman. Glove at the chest, the 0-2 just downstairs. Swing and a miss as Rossman gets Morris so off kilter he stumbles out of the batter's box. Back-to-back Ks from Bubby, out number 3, as Rafael Lantigua steps in to the righty batter's box. First pitch outside to Lantigua. He's 0 for 3. Fly ball out of the park. That's foul. And the count 1-1. Two balls, one strike here, Rossman. Nearing 30 pitches. He's got 2 outs already here. Bottom 8. The Fightin's up 8-0. And Lantigua fouls it back. Rossman down to the final strike. Ground ball back to the pitcher. Rossman double clutches it in his glove and gets out number 3. So he faces the minimum. On to the 9th we go. Reading has 3 outs. New Hampshire has 3 outs as the Fightin' Phils lead 8-0 here in Manchester, New Hampshire.
You can add a delicious all-you-can-eat buffet to any Reading Fightin' Phils game ticket for only $19. No need to visit the concession stands. You can add a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet to any ticket. This selection includes barbecue chicken, barbecue sandwiches, cheeseburgers, hamburgers, hot dogs, mac and cheese, corn, pasta salad, baked beans, potato salad, chips,
then he would
fruit,
be
cookies, and all Pepsi
3
products.
innings. Yeah.
Call the Fightins at 610-370-BALL. Order online at Fightins.com or visit the Weidenhammer ticket office at First Energy Stadium.
Unlike any other area in First Energy Stadium, the Savage 61 dugout suite puts you in the closest seat to the action on field, located just feet away from the diamond on the first base side. With covered seating, abilities in motion accessible seating, and the most unique view around, your group will thank you over and over again for this one-of-a-kind experience. Tickets for the dugout suite start at $25 and include options to add food and drink packages.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Mao Beer and Stockertown Beverage throughout the 2022 season. Mao Beer and Mao's Cinco Estrellas Lager, which is available in the Stadium Plaza Bar, has 128 amazing years of brewing history. Make sure to pick up Mao Beer and Mao's Cinco Estrellas Lager at First Energy Stadium and our Plaza Bar throughout the 2022 season and through our partner at Stockertown Beverage. Mao Beer will be on site for all of our Fiesta Friday games with samplings of their amazing Cinco Estrellas Lager. Mao Beer is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin' Phils in all Fiesta Friday celebration games. Mao Beer, the 5-star taste.
Vito Freesia to lead us off here, top of the 9th. Reading leads New Hampshire. I was talking with some ads, so I'll say it again. Leading off here, top of the 9th, Vito Freesia. Reading leads New Hampshire 8-0. As both teams have 3 more outs. It's Sean Rakowski still on the mound. He came in to get the final out of the 8th, and now he'll be in to pitch the 9th as he misses back-to-back to Freesia, who's already had 2 hits and a walk today. One of those, a solo home run to lead the team with 4 home runs this season. And he gets pegged in the back. He's okay. He tosses his bat. And he jogs down to first. Here's Josh Akami as he steps into the lefty batter's box. Takes the ball outside. Now he misses a back foot slider inside, 2-0. Runner on first, no outs here, top of the 9th. A very high pop-up to Josh. I think it's going to end up in the Fightin's dugout. The catcher, Beck, dives for it. He's unable to make the play. So Akami will head back up with 2 balls and 1 strike. And another miss from Rakowski. 3-1. Inside, Akami takes ball 4. He'll walk down for his 4th if you count the error, free pass today. And Freesia will shift to second. 2 on and nobody out here for Jalen Ortiz. Looks to turn it around now. He's struck out 4 times in today's game. Vicious swing from Ortiz. He fouls back a 94-mile-an-hour fastball. Looking back at second is Rakowski. Here's the 0-1 on the outside corner, strike 2. Of course, the home team, New Hampshire, will get the bottom of the 9th to bat. They are down by 8. Rakowski deals. Pop up in the infield, coming in Lantigua. He'll make the catch behind the mound, and there is out number 1. Logan O'Hoppe, a 3-hit day for the Fightin's cleanup hitter, will come up with 2 on and 1 out. Manager Sean Williams waiting at third to wave his runners home. This is ripped into the bullpen. And it just goes in as a strike. O'Hoppe is pushed back with a pitch that comes right into the batter's box. I think he's able to avoid being hit and seems okay. Good quick reflexes there from the catcher. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch down and away, 2 balls, 1 strike. Rakowski leans over, gets the sign from Beck. Standing tall. He looks back at second. Now he comes home above the letters. 3 balls, 1 strike. Takes a pitch inside, and that walk will load the bases here for the Fightin' Phils as Akami travels to second and Freesia to third. Just one out on the board here for Wendell Riho. Riho reached on a wild pitch and an error, but his best appearance was a single in the third. He stole back-to-back bases and scored on a wild pitch. And now we'll see the visit from the pitching coach. Jim Sykowski comes out. So does the catcher Beck here to talk to Rakowski. The umpire, Tanner Moore, going to come out and have a quick chat. Say it's time to wrap things up here. And then he kind of inserts himself into the middle of the huddle when they won't and said, nope, it's really time to wrap things up. Reading put on 2 runs in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third, 2 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth, and 1 in the sixth. They've had 3 home runs in this game. They've been all over New Hampshire today. They lead 8-0 in the top of the ninth. They've got the bases loaded and just 1 out here. And who better to have up than Wendell Riho? Riho takes the ball below the knees. Slow chopper foul. 1-1 the count. Reading has had 11 hits today. New Hampshire just 5. I know I have in my game notes the team high hits in a game today, so I will look that up. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss by Riho. Can't touch the 94 from Rakowski. Most hits game, 10. So this is the most hits in a game, 11 this season. Very exciting. Here's the 1-2. Riho caught up on the inside for strike 3. And with the bases loaded now, there are 2 outs. All for Ali Castillo. Castillo draws that arrow before he steps into the batter's box. And takes the first pitch ball. Another pitch below the knees. It's Freesia on third, Akami on second, and Ohapi on first. For as many runs as Reading has scored today, they have stranded the bases loaded twice in this contest. Castillo connects, but it's a short pop-up into right field. The second baseman, Lantigua, on the run, makes the catch in fair territory, and Reading strands the bases loaded for the 3rd time today, but they still lead by 8. We should see Billy Sullivan in here for the top of the ninth, or the bottom of the ninth. We'll be right back in just a moment.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are pleased to present you with their classic game program, all electronically. This program has information on the coaching staff, player roster, and front office staff. It also includes feature stories and alumni reports on all of your favorite guys who spent time in baseball town. Visit ourphils.com/programs to check it out.
Our Phils fans can continue to expect great performances all season long on the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage. It's the home of great local talent, including the Our Phils mascot band. Burke's Commercial Roofing prides itself on being a locally owned and operated company that puts an emphasis on customer service. They provide free on-site estimates and can handle any size repair, restoration, or replacement. Visit burkscommercialroofing.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information. And don't forget to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show at the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage at America's Classic Ballpark.
At Savage 61, our goal is to assist you in making a confident decision. Our friendly professional staff members are available to answer your questions and listen to your needs. Whether you're shopping for a new or pre-owned vehicle, we're ready to help you with your search. Visit our dealership on Pottsville Pike.
Into the bottom of the ninth, Billy Sullivan on for the Reading Fightin' Phils. They lead 8 runs on 11 hits to New Hampshire's no runs on 5 hits. The Fisher Cats have made 2 errors in the field. Now, the Fightins have not shut out another team as of yet, so this is an opportunity for them to do it here as Sullivan gets his final warm-up throws in. You can see him blowing on his right hand, trying to keep it warm as it got down cold today, though the wind has died down a bit. Flag at the post out in left center field. It'll be Horwitz, Cook, and De Los Santos, the heart of the Fisher Cats order here in the bottom of the ninth. Now, Sullivan, we've seen once this series, had a very good outing. 1 inning of work, nothing across on 11 pitches. He pitched the bottom of the ninth then. It wasn't a safe situation when Reading was up 5-1. But he'll come in here today in another not high leverage, but an opportunity to shut out the Fisher Cats here and at least split the series with them if they win, since the series is 2-2 right now. Sends a first pitch inside to Horwitz. Comes set at the chest. The 1-0. Just below the knees, 2-0. I was talking to Billy before the game about what it's like to be a relief pitcher because you never know when your time is going to be called. You know, obviously, you can take a shot, you can guess, you can know when you're hot. There's a hot list. That doesn't mean you'll come in, and it doesn't mean you'll come in on a day when you're not supposed to be hot, as Horwitz takes a called strike outside. Here's the 2-1 from Sullivan. Way outside, 3-1. So you have to mentally prepare every single day. Even if you just pitched the day before, you think you might not going to get in, but you never know what's going to happen, especially with a guy that just goes 1 inning. They might need you the next game. So you really have to be ready all the time, as the 3-1 is below the knees for a ball, and he walks the first batter he faces here. So runner on and nobody out here for Zach Cook. And I can't imagine what that's like because a starter, you know what your day is, so you can relax on the other days. And if you're a position player, you're pretty much on the whole time. But a lot of adrenaline rushes, I guess, for relievers. First pitch strike into the lefty Cook. Billy's got a runner on and nobody out here. He's been pretty solid in appearances so far as he gets strike number 2 on the outside corner. He's 4 out of 5 scoreless appearances, so 4 of his 5 opportunities out. He has not let up a run. As he gets a big swing and a miss out of Cook, down on strikes, and there is out number 1. 4,299 the attendance here today at Delta Dental Stadium. Certainly the best crowd that they've seen all series as Luis De Los Santos steps into the righty batter's box. There's a runner on and 1 out. Sullivan kicks and fires and gets a foul ball back for strike 1. Home runs today from Logan O'Hoppe, Vito Fresia, and Aldrim Corridor. Also seen a little bit of small ball with Rijo and 2 stolen bases scoring on a wild pitch. Sullivan gets a swing and a miss, going off speed 76 miles per hour. Billy leans over, gets the sign from the catcher, looks over at first. Here's the 0-2, a little chin music. He bounces back just fine. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The Phillies still trailing the Mets 1-0. They're in the bottom of the 6th inning. James Norwood on the mound. The righty sets up on the first base side of the rubber. Here's the 1-2. Checks his swing. Doesn't go around. 2-2. Runner on first, 1 out. Here's the pitch way outside. Good stop there by O'Hoppe. Able to stop the pitch from going wild. A full count here to Luis de los Santos. Ground ball left side foul. We will go again. So, a full count here with 1 out and a runner on. Sullivan, the payoff pitch, out to center field. Ortiz there to make the play. The crowd definitely misjudged how far that was going. And it's out number 2 for Sullivan as Horwitz stays on first. So down to their final out here, down by 8 runs in the bottom of the ninth inning. Will Robertson steps up, takes the first pitch outside. Billy Sullivan reaching 95, 96 there with his fastball. Good velocity from the reliever. Back-to-back balls, 2-0. Runner on first, 2 outs here. Sullivan trying to keep this shutout for the Fightin' Phils. And there's one at the knees that doesn't make it in. 3-0. After Robertson, Chris Beck stands in the on-deck circle. Although, as I said before, there actually are no on-deck circles here. Usually there's a little circle to stand in. And that's 4 straight balls. So the inning continues for the Fisher Cats as Robertson heads down to first, Horwitz to second. And there's 2 on and 2 outs here for Sullivan, just looking for the final out with Chris Beck, who has had one of the 5 hits for the Fisher Cats today. Sullivan working out of a little jam here. Steps off, his first step off. Sullivan misses down and away. And now he wants a second to talk to O'Hoppe as the catcher jogs out quickly. O'Hoppe always faces center field. Obviously, they don't want anyone to hear what they're saying. Sullivan puts his glove over his face as he talks, and O'Hoppe travels back behind the plate. 2 on, 2 out. Chris Beck has a 1-0 count. Pop up. Should be playable coming over Ali Castillo. He calls off corridor and right and makes the catch, and that'll do it. Reading records their first shutout of the season. Bubby Rossman will take the win for the Fightin' Phils as they take the Fisher Cats 8-0, and at the very least split the series, winning 3 games here. Tomorrow, Sunday, a matinee 1:35 contest. It'll be Jack Perkins versus the Bullpen as the Fightin' Phils win game number 5, a very dominant 8-0 shutout over the New Hampshire Fisher Cats. Fans, thanks so much for joining me, Emily Messina, on the